Hi, Internet. Kim here.
Chris here, and this is Rambling Tea Time.
Hi, Internet. It's the last week of November.
Yay!
How has the year been?
It's been a decent year so far, Kim.
What's decent?
I didn't get COVID. I'm not sick. I am well, and yeah, it has been a decent year when I lived through it. So yeah, it's been a decent year for me. Not really, but I'm alive. So I think that's a win.
Mm,
Yeah, I think that's a win. There's a plague. World is just doing whatever it wants to do. Apparently, there's going to be asteroids that are going to hit Earth soon, but I'm okay because I survived so far. Maybe December might kill me, but I hope it doesn't.
okay, then.
How about you?
Pretty much of the same. I haven't died, so I don't know. I was just going to say, I can't complain, but I'm not one of those
You
people who
can
makes that
complain.
statement. I am one of those people who will complain.
So the year sucked.
It was not great. It could have been much better.
Oh yeah.
It was there, and I was there, and I went through it.
So you can say it was a painful year.
Yes, the year was painful.
Very painful.
Yes.
Like what type of pain? On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rank 2021 in pain?
It depends. If we're talking about in my pocket, then it was really painful. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. If we're talking physical pain, I think that I've had the same kind of pains this year that I've had before, but I also have like new pains.
New body pain. Okay.
Yes, it's very upsetting. I don't think that I should be saying that it's my body getting old at this age. I'm
I
not there
mean,
yet for aches and pains like this.
you're getting up in the years. How old are you?
You always try to say how old I am on the show, aren't you?
I,
Don't you?
I am 29. Okay.
Okay,
And
I'm
you,
26. No big
26.
deal.
Yeah. So you're older than me you know,
In what?
you know, I
In
don't know.
what?
You age faster than me.
What? I don't even know where we're
I don't
going
know where
now.
I'm going with this either.
I don't know what you were saying.
Whatever. But what type of pain are you having in your body that is like making you feel like dying or in just awful?
Well, every year my period gets worse.
Oh God.
I continue to have back pains. My knees hurt. I've got this new like chest pain when I'm just lying down and doing absolutely nothing.
That sounds pretty I don't know what to tell you. Like does exercise help? Pills maybe?
Exercise help which of those? I used to be told that actually in PE that
Yeah.
exercise would help my period. And it is true that exercise can ease some of the pains and symptoms that you have on your period. However,
However,
I have to say I'm one of those people whose period is real cruel. Um,
so in for very simple periods, I remember you saying this to me a long time ago and over the years.
what?
Periods fucking suck.
They do.
Like I am so. I remember you told me it's like, I wish I was a boy. You don't understand, Chris, how hard it is be these cramps, this pain, this flow. I remember you just be like, I just wait. Was you say you can't wait until you reach like menopause?
Menopause. It's crazy, right? I'm not saying that I want to get there in age. And I know there's actually like early menopause as well.
Ah, okay.
But obviously, these things come with side effects, and there's a lot of harm that could be done potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Anyhow, I have wished that I was a boy many times when I was on my period.
It's like, dear God, why? Why was it? I like that. You just like it doesn't. You don't care about being a boy for any other reason. It's just to escape having a period.
Or should I say, maybe not a boy, but having male organs. I should say that because today you can be a boy and have female organs, so
I
it's
understand what you're trying
all
to
kind
say.
of combinations. But you get what I'm saying,
I
right?
get what you're saying.
Um,
Periods suck.
they do, and I, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that's one sort of pain. Do you have any other? You're talking about you have like back pain and stuff.
Oh,
Because when I was younger, I had scoliosis.
mm-hmm,
Still do have a curvature of my spine to this day,
mm-hmm.
and I still do get back pain. Like some days, it feels like my spine is trying to escape my body, and I I don't feel comfortable sitting, standing, lying down. It is the most like frustrating type of pain. Like it isn't hurting. It is just like it's pulsing. I looked it up. It's called like radicular plane because it comes out from your back or something like that. But it's just like it's pulsing.
Do you mean radiating?
Yes, radiating out of pain on my back.
Um,
And it's just I don't
and
know.
how
It's
often do you get that
It's not
pain?
even only like every now and then, like maybe once a month. It's really, really bad.
Yeah, yeah. How about experiencing it once a month forever? Oh, probably not forever. I had a thought as well. I didn't want to go back to the period, but just listen. Why couldn't women only get their periods after they had children? Like after you had a child for the first time, you would get a period.
I That's just not how the body
No, no, no.
works.
Not taking into consideration
Okay, you just
anything
wish it was like that.
biological. Not how we doesn't matter how we know that the body works or anything. Who cares about that? Things could be so different.
True.
Okay? But what if it were like that? It'd be so much better.
Would it though?
It would be.
So you get your period after you have your first kid?
If you ever. And maybe some people never have their period because they don't want children. Isn't that great?
you
Isn't it?
you just don't want to have a period at all.
Do you?
No. I don't think that's possible for me. No, I don't have the equipment, so
Well,
isn't there surgery that you could do?
yeah, I think it's like getting your ovaries removed or something like that.
Oh, I mean like a hysterectomy. Wait, no, that's the womb, right?
Man, I don't even know, honestly. In any case, whatever it is that's produced eggs would be removed.
Your
Ovaries.
ovaries. Oh, okay. I'm gonna ask you something. I don't
What?
know. I know some women this occur to. Um, when they're on their period, some women claim that they get extremely horny.
Oh,
So, does that happen to you at all?
sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay. I think, because I think I talked to you or talked to somebody else about this, but she was explaining to me in that the body is trying to get you to go and have
It's
babies.
true.
So
I should send you a video about it. It's very hilarious. Um,
so while you are on for some women having this painful thing that's happening, you have this heavy flow and you have to deal with all this blood. Your body's like, yeah, go and fuck.
yes, actually.
Bruh. I I feel you.
No, you don't.
I feel you.
No, you don't. I know you want to understand. This is one of those things that
You ain't
can't
get.
be, you can
Mm.
say I'm there for you and do you need anything,
But
stuff
it's
like
like
that, but it's
nah.
not anything that you can really understand unless you experience. And I know
Yeah.
there there are those like shock devices that are made so that men can feel what cramps are
Ah, da
like
da da
as
da.
well,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
even the ones for labor,
All right.
right, so that they
The
can see
pain.
how it is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But even then, you just experiencing it once, you know what I mean? As a, like a fun thing to see what your girl goes through or what other girls go through, and you're like, oh, is that how it is? That was so painful, and they're like all crying, and we're just like, men are babies. But then
Meanwhile,
we have been going through it for so many years, depending on how old you are.
ugh. Well, I'm glad that I don't have to have the period.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm glad too. It's not a pain. I mean, all people don't get pain
yeah.
when they are on their period, but it's not the pains that I get, I wouldn't wish them on anyone, honestly.
Not even your enemy.
No?
Okay.
Although if I it would be a great like curse though. You know, it's like,
Like you had a power, and your power was to just give people period pains,
yeah.
regardless of what they are. That sounds.
Yeah.
Oh, I would like to be able to give away my tinnitus. That
Uh
is like something that's just the constant ringing. Kim is just like if I get too tired, I can't stay up too late. If I stay up too long, it gets louder. So it's like an internal clock in my head that's telling me to go to sleep.
I don't know how I could do that because especially when it comes to sleeping for me, any little thing does just wake me up, like right back up, you know?
Oh, okay.
I'm one of those, I just make it completely dark in my room, make sure there are no lights, turn off
Yeah.
everything. It just has to be quiet. And
Then
that
you.
doesn't always work
Hmm.
because of we live like on the main roads, you know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
close
yeah.
in the city, so there's always like a siren or there's always vehicles or they got people or all kind of activity is still going on. So you can't really get away from it.
So you like to block off all stimuli so that you could fall asleep, and tinnitus would. Well,
That would be bad for me.
I used to like go on your Reddit for tinnitus, and I don't go there anymore because it's really really like sad. Because some people will have it's so bad for some people, like they want to kill themselves, right? So it's like
Wow.
really. I have sometimes when you listen to the tinnitus, it gets you shouldn't listen to it, but some people it's so loud. For me, it's predominantly in my right ear. It's
Hmm.
not bad in my left ear, right? But and it gets louder the more tired I am. So I try to make sure that I go to sleep on time. But sometimes if you just listen to it, I find that that really could drive you mad. So I can't imagine how people who have it like really loud and really bad in like both ears, because it's constant. You can't escape it. It
Hmm.
literally is a noise coming from your head, and I couldn't like some people have it really bad, and I think there's some like help you can get if you go to this particular doctor and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But not everything is 100% like for
Yeah.
everyone because it's completely different for everyone.
Another
So yeah,
reason why I think that would be really bad for me is because, and again, about sleep. I already have difficulties going to sleep.
yeah,
Your
yeah. I
noise
know.
takes me like 2 hours to fall asleep. It's like that would just probably,
Drive you nuts.
yeah, that would be it. I don't know how I would sleep.
Sometimes when it's really bad and I am sleeping and it's just there in my head, I have to just turn on something. Just having for me now the opposite is that I have to have extra noise like a fan on. I used to have a whole like playlist on YouTube where just rain falling in like the
Hmm.
background because the extra noise kind of I'm listening to something else or hearing
Oh,
something
so
else.
that works for you then.
Yes, I have to counter, especially when the tinnitus gets too loud. I have to counter it with something that isn't as annoying or isn't as droning monotone. So rain, the sound of rain like falling,
What about thunder?
storm. I had the entire stuff was just like storms happening, just noise happening, like ocean waves hitting against like the beach
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that, wind blowing through like trees and stuff like that. So yeah, just noise happening. Or maybe just turn on a radio, a late night
I
radio
used to
that
do that.
plays like smooth jazz or
Well,
whatever.
no, I can't do the
But nothing too
jazz.
loud, right? But because you're trying to fall asleep, but just like calming music or a playlist of calming music, stuff like that to balance out the noise, the drone of the tinnitus. It sounds different for everyone. Some people use frequency, like things to find to like cancel it out. I tried doing that, but I found that it didn't help. It just felt like different noise. But I sometimes when you have the frequency changes and stuff, it does match the frequency your tinnitus is
Okay,
at.
but if you match it, won't it
It
just be more painful?
When you match it, you don't hear anything. You don't hear it anymore.
Really?
It kind of it like kills the sound because it sounds exactly like what is going in. So the way how tinnitus works is that you're hearing a sound in your head. So the fact that when the sound is coming in at the same frequency as what you're hearing in your head, it completely kills you hearing it at all.
Does it?
Yes, but it doesn't always work for everyone. And sometimes that actually gives you a headache as well.
Oh, speaking of headaches,
Yes.
I've started to get more headaches in my life.
Is it like migraines?
I don't know. I guess so. I even had a headache today. I don't understand. I
Could it
like
be
became
like
this person who had headaches
could
after
it be
never having headaches.
like we spend a lot of time in front of our computers? Could it be something like that? Is it like
Okay,
where is
even
it?
before the headaches, I was spending a lot of time in front of the computer.
Your
So where were the
brain.
headaches then?
I mean, your body's like you say is getting older, so
That's right.
maybe.
I'm becoming decrepit.
I mean, time will do that to all things. So maybe your body is just telling you something now that maybe you need to take intermittent rests away from, I guess, computer stuff and screens and whatnot. I don't like wearing my glasses when I'm using my computers or anything like that because even though I need them to see, it causes headaches and pain. Could that be what you're like experiencing right now?
How am I supposed to see my
I
computer
know that's
without
what I'm
my
saying.
glasses?
Say,
You know, they call a person like myself legally blind without these glasses.
well, I can't see super good either. So yeah, but because since I sit so close to my computer and whatnot, it's not an issue. But I don't know. Maybe your brain is just needs you to rest
Dying.
it. It needs you to rest it every now and then, or you maybe instead of popping just pills and whatnot. Yeah,
I don't take any medication for
I know,
anything.
I know.
So, that well, that's not true. If I have a cold or flu, I take something like NyQuil or Dayquil. But that's
Mm.
about the only medication that I usually have.
I occasionally take some pain medication. I know I used to take a lot of ibuprofen, but you told me that that is
It
actually
causes ulcers
it
and
causes
bleeding.
ulcers. I don't take it anymore, even though it used to work pretty good for the pain. But what's the point of getting rid of one pain just to cause something down the road that might be worse? So stop doing that. I don't. You talk about Nyquil. I don't like medication that puts me to sleep.
Um,
Even though like a lot of pain medication is you take it, you go to bed. But I don't like the feeling of pain medication making me fall asleep. It feels, I don't know, it feels uncomfortable
well, when I have those cold and flu-like
unless
symptoms,
I'm really really
I
sick.
really don't want to be awake for it because it not only does it not feel good,
Yeah,
but I can't really do anything while I'm in that state
true,
anyway. So
true.
I might as well just sleep through it. I don't really have
Yeah, that's what
an
I do when
issue.
I have like a when I'm like the flu or a really bad cold. I just like sleep through it. I get under my covers, I drink some tea, and I sweat it out. You know, you just sweat it out, let it come out your pores, and then next day take a nice cool bath. It doesn't always work, but I find that that's how I get well if I have a flu or anything. Just sweat it out.
When
Go
I
to
have
sleep
the
and
flu,
sweat
I
it out.
feel so dead.
At least you don't have COVID because you might be super dead.
So, when COVID started, that I had the flu before
Yes.
that. We didn't know really
Right. It was
about COVID before that
right. Right.
because it wasn't
It
like
wasn't being
there weren't
taken super seriously yet.
right, but it wasn't, I want to say, as prominent. No one was really talking about it. So
Yeah.
I thought that I had the flu, and I still today think that I had the flu. I don't think that I had COVID, but they're saying that COVID was around before.
Yes, it was.
So
You think maybe you had it,
I don't know.
and then you gave me it,
I didn't give it to you that
and
time,
now I'm going to die
but I
in
really
December.
felt like I was deading for real.
Well, you're here, and
And
Kim, like your period pain means you're still alive.
uh-huh.
I'm sorry, I don't know where we're going with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So since we seem to have been talking about pain, what about that chest pain that you've been having intermittently for like years?
Oh. So that one, sometimes it feels like there's a hole that
Right,
just appeared inside of me.
like a bubble.
No, not like that. Like if someone stabbed you with a straw, so
Okay,
a hole appeared.
okay. I just in your
No,
chest.
sometimes it's like that. And then sometimes it's like someone stabbed me, with a
Never the
knife,
knife. Okay.
obviously. Stabbed me in my chest. So they're both painful.
Is there like I can remember. I remember you did some research on this, and it's
I
kind
did.
of
I didn't
common.
want to become one of those people who self-diagnoses and says, what is what. But the symptoms aligned with something called costeochondritis.
Okay.
It's apparently not serious, and I should have been over it already, so it doesn't really work if the age they're saying that I am too old to still be going through it.
Hmm.
I also found something called Tietze syndrome. So those two differ depending on the rib cage. I think the costeochondritis is like 3 and 2, 2 and 3, because it's like inflammation.
Okay.
And then the Tietze syndrome one is supposed to be like rib cages 4 and 5, but I don't know. The pain is just there and it hurts,
You
yeah.
gotta get you to a doctor one of these days to figure out what that is.
And then there's a new pain that I've been
Oh
getting
God.
actually in the same area. It's different though. I only get it when I'm lying down, and I'm
On
usually
your
lying,
back.
yeah,
You
lying
shouldn't
down
lie
on
down
my
on your
back.
back
Why do people say that?
because it's not good for your back and it's not
It
good
doesn't
for your
matter though.
body.
Whether I'm lying on my back, on my sides, or my front, it
Okay.
hurts. I can get the pain at any of those times
Mm,
and I won't be able to move. It
that doesn't
doesn't really
sound good.
matter. And also, saying that you shouldn't lie down on certain things. So there have been studies says that it's better to lie down
On
on
your
your
side.
sides,
Yes.
right? However, it's not super detrimental
I
to
know.
lie down on your front or your back. So that that doesn't work, Christopher.
It's just that I've had terrible back pain for so many years that lying on the side is better. Lying on my back is okay, but I try to avoid doing it too much. Or you see what happens to me when I lie down, right? You see how I lift my legs up in the air,
Why do you do that?
because it. Well, I guess I'm not explaining it bad. I lift my legs up and they're arched, so they're just up. But I find that releases some stress in my back. and in my lower back, because it's not just scoliosis that I have. It was scoliosis and I believe lordosis, because the bottom of my spine is also curved. So it helps, like, it just feels comfortable. Like,
Okay.
it just feels comfortable to, like, release some of the pressure while lying down flat on my back.
Okay, so you were just talking about not landing on your back though.
I know, but you're not supposed to, like, super almost lie down on your back. I'm just saying.
Well, I used to lie down on my sides many years ago, and used to always be like in a fetal position.
Yes.
I haven't been able to lie down like that for many years now because I don't find it
Well,
comfortable
yeah, it's
anymore.
fetal position.
I don't know, it feels weird. Like I need something behind me or something in front of me to like hold on to.
Like a big pillow.
Yeah, I there's like no stability, something like that. I don't know. It doesn't feel comfortable to me, and at most I can stay there for like a few minutes until I roll onto my back or I turn onto my front. I've been really lying down on my front these most
I
like past
remember, I
years.
remember when we were like really, really young kids and we used to like share a bedroom together. You always did used to like
Hold on to.
either hold on or like your back would be right
Yeah,
up onto my back
that's the
when you're
thing.
sleeping.
That's what I realized. This is what I think, right?
Uh huh.
I need someone to also be in the bed with me, right? Because I need something to hold on to or to push my back up
I could
against.
buy you a Dakimara then, a big old
Yes, I
pillow.
thought about that as well, but I don't think it will
A nice firm
work.
one. Or maybe just sleep
There are
against
those.
against the wall.
Have you seen the ones that pregnant ladies use? They're like C's. They're pillows that are
Oh,
shaped
yeah,
like
yeah, 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 yeah.
C's.
I know
I
what you mean.
think that would be great.
Okay. A nice one of those to rest against or hold.
Hmm.
Okay. I do like holding. I have a pillow that I hold as well. When I'm laying down
Or
on
maybe I
my.
should just get a big stuffed animal.
That can help too. A big old stuffed bear or whatever. Maybe, but get a nice. If you want one, get a nice firm one. From what it sounds, you want something that to really
Right,
hold
not
on,
something that
or
I won't
something,
like fall back
or a pillow you could put up against. You could put your bed right up against the wall, and then put the pillow there, and then like
and then lie
lie
down
down
on
up
it.
against
Yeah.
it. Yeah, sounds like it would be very comfortable. I do. Pillows are so important. Like, oh my god, I need good pillows to get sleep. Period. Or not, I'm just in pain for like the rest
I
of the
don't
day.
know if that's why. I mean, pillows are important, but I
Yes, for
feel
the
like
neck.
I would still have this like insomnia without.
I don't know what it is that you why you can't fall asleep. I
I
just
don't know either.
strange. Like I like to stay up late, but I still will get tired and fall asleep. I don't have an issue falling to sleep outside of if my tinnitus is acting up. But I know you can't just go to sleep. It's like
Not
your brain
anymore. I used to fall asleep. I
used
used
to
to be able to fall asleep anywhere.
anywhere, anytime. I know.
I remember falling asleep on steps and in chairs in random like restaurants and just any places like at the beach on mommy's lap or
Yeah.
just I could do it.
You could fall asleep anywhere, but in your bed, in your house, in your
No,
dark, you
now
can't
that I
just.
have grown some, it
Mm,
seems that I can't do that.
yeah. Insomnia is can be a bit tedious. Maybe you gotta go like do like that manga and you just go and walk around
I thought about that too.
late night walk.
About like um I thought about exerting.
Energy.
Yeah,
Excess energy.
yeah.
Maybe like do a little exercise before bed.
I don't think you're supposed to do that.
It's fine. It's fine. Just do some stretches.
No, you're not. You're not supposed to if
You
you're
sure?
going to sleep, you're not supposed to raise your heartbeat
Really?
because then you'll stay up.
No, I thought the whole point was like It's kind of like having sex then before bed, in bed at night. You fall asleep. Or like masturbation. It's good because you get your heart rate going, you feel relaxed, you get a nice,
Really?
yes.
Should we look this up now?
Look it up. I'm not joking.
Let me
Masturbation
ask
is
Google.
sex. Masturbation, self love, pleasure is good before falling asleep. It helps you fall asleep. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about.
Hey Google, is it okay to exercise before bed?
According to Healthline, it was thought that exercising later in the day could make it harder to fall asleep and have a good night's sleep. However, recent studies have found that moderate intensity exercise won't impact your sleep if you complete it at least 1 hour before bedtime.
Okay, so it
See?
has to be a certain time. You can't just do it right before you jump into
But
bed, though. I know
yeah,
that
but
that's
still,
not.
it got an exercise, how jerking it, whatever. Trust me, it helps. The excess you could give off, the excess energy burns away, and you feel a little bit more relaxed and much easily to fall asleep.
Well, I don't know.
Just try doing yourself a little exercise before, like an hour before you plan to go to bed, and see if that helps you sleep
Do you
better.
know I stayed up till 4 last
Why?
night
Why?
because I did not feel tired.
So wait, well, you don't sleep during the day. You're not like me. So,
I slept during the day today. I
ah,
woke up at 11
okay.
today. And I don't know what was happening, but I had a headache today and I was tired. So I went back to sleep and I went to sleep for like 3 hours.
Could it be that your sleep schedule is just messing up now, messing you up somehow?
I don't think so because usually I can turn it right around in like 2 days.
Hmm.
But still, I
The
don't know.
insomnia. Definitely try doing a little exercise before going to bed. I think that'll help. It'll get rid
Hmm.
of whatever excess energy you have throughout the day. You'll feel a little bit relaxed. Just have a nice little light shower afterward, and poof, instant sleep.
You say it like it's so easy. It's like, boof, instant sleep.
I don't know. I'm trying to help you. You don't have to mock me. Ugh.
Anyhow, that's it,
That's it.
isn't it? Haven't we talked enough about pain?
Pain and suffering
Life is pain and pain is suffering.
and yes, but it still means that you're alive and living. Pain lets us know when something is wrong, and if there's something is wrong, most of the time it can be fixed. Unless you come down with some disease that's kind of like a plague that really doesn't have any cure and then you die in the hospital.
You know, I don't like the statement that you made. I've heard people say things like that, pain let us know that we're alive. And I'm
Well,
just like,
yeah, pain
I
is
hear
legit
you.
your body telling you something's
However,
wrong.
however,
However,
there are there are many other things that can tell us if we're alive. Like, I don't know, a heartbeat. We don't have to be in pain.
ah, but you just said it. Like existence is pain, pain is suffering.
It's true,
See, life and pain go hand in hand.
unfortunately.
Literally, labor is the thing that brings life into the world, but also great amounts of pain. So they're
Unfortunately.
from the very beginning, life and pain have been connected on a fundamental level.
It's bad though. It shouldn't have been like that. I really wonder how it would have been if it
if
wasn't like that.
if what how babies were born with like poop delta or something.
No, there should be magic,
It
is
should be
what.
magic. And just pull them out.
Yeah.
I mean, the magic called the C-section. That's the most magical thing.
Well, C-section can be pretty, you know, bad as well.
Yeah, I mean, giving birth is
It's fatal.
can be fatal. Most of the time, it isn't. But yeah, babies. I mean, we almost
Well,
We killed our own mother.
you did temporarily kill her, though.
The umbilical cord was wrapped around my neck 3 times. I also almost died coming into this world, okay?
Okay, so the both of you nearly perished, and I was
Yes.
nearly never born
Yes, because you.
because of you.
Oh, wow!
Anyhow, whatever the case is, it was
Pain and life. Always together.
is that the
The
takeaway?
takeaway.
What the heck?
Yes, that's the takeaway.
Okay, internet, you heard it here. Pain and life go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
No way to get away from it. Instead,
Embrace the suffering and continue on. Don't let it defeat you.
right. Yes. I don't like it, but it seems to be true.
Have a good one, guys.
Good night, everyone.